trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and
feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You
sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
So, hi everyone. Hopefully you hear me. Welcome to a new session. Today we will talk about a couple of stuff. First of all, before I go deeper into it, what will you get today? Let's go into that, what you will get today from this live session. So, yeah, last time we had a couple of issues with the live stream. Let me check the live stream if the live stream is working well. So yeah, last time we had a couple of issues with the live stream. Let me check the live. The live stream is working quite well, and you can write all your question in the chat, and I will try to get back to you. So today we'll break down my journey of trading, how I become more profitable, consistent trader, and which steps I gone through it, and the hustle, the bottom rock, I reached it, and from there I worked myself up until become consistent trader from different coaches, from different signals, from different indicators, setups. So all mistakes I have gone through it, we will break it down in very understandable way and try to give you what's I'm gone through it and what you can take from it and which mistake you can avoid if you're starting trading newly. I mean, many people of you might be trading for a year or plus, but it's still quite new. So my name is Mohammed. You can call me Mo. I helped many traders to navigate the markets with confidence and build a consistent system which match their personality. Each person has their own system which is matching them. Some people works five it could be 7 to 5 jobs or 9 to 5 jobs, and they don't have a lot of time. So those people are more into investing, swinging. Some people have more time, which is like going into day trading, swinging, or scalping the market. So I understand different markets. I have built my own tools and indicators for future markets, stock market, and crypto. So you can navigate with more confident in it to understand which setups are more high probable and which one is less probable using sentiment, macro logics, and more. So avoiding overtrading with structure is the one key thing in trading, right? You want to avoid overtrading. So let me break it down. What's overtrading for you is overtrading basically says when when you have a setup, a system which is working, okay, and your system outputs you 10 trades per week. And at the end of the week, you look at your trading journals and you have 15 trades or 30 trades. So you are having a difference, a surplus of 5 to 15 more trades, which is overtrading. So when your system doesn't tell you when to trade, you shouldn't be in the markets. And down below in the section, there is a couple of information there in terms of what's going on. So let me check over here why my face is not showing. Does my face show? So yeah. Sorry for that. So let's keep going. Down below there is a PDF, or you can comment the word truth, and I will send you a couple of informations, a couple of resources which is useful for you. So before we get deeper, let's analyze a couple of trades we took last week from my free Telegram. Of course, everything is free and you don't need to pay for anything over here. My Telegram is also down below. You can join it. It is free. I post my ideas and my information over there. So let's watch the SPY, right? I have posted about the SPY and let's make it more simple, the different strategy for the SPY, right? So right now we are in this phase, okay? And what we see is I was talking about this level, right? I don't know why. Something is very crazy happening in trading. When you see a level, okay, and you think as a trader, if you are a professional trader, I think you will agree with me when you see a level, okay, for example, the sell zone, which I have marked it, right? So let's go there. So my sell zone over here, I marked it over here, sell zone. And which is very interesting, my sell zone is it has been on the chart, I think, over a month. And down below, while is the market was going below to the downsides over here, I draw this sell zone based on limit orders. Gonna show you in shortly. And down below is this was the box for a lot of buys, right? There was a VWAP which is going into here and it's a lot of buys happening, and that's why I enter the market. That's being said, what I have noticed, one thing is very important, is when we have a zone, I believe in it, there is a lot of limit orders, the market news tends to follow. If there is no news, news gonna be created. So today I was in a couple of long, also on scalping long. So I don't recommend anyone scalping if you are not professional trader. Get a professional guidance in this level, and all information in this video is educational purposes only, so you shouldn't do what I'm doing. I understand what I do. I'm gonna try my best to explain it, why is this I'm taking those trades, so you can replicate on a consistent basis without the need for me, right? So I was thinking about the sell zone, and today is came the auctions, the downgrades, Moody's downgrade, and the auction for TLT, the bonds markets. And very interestingly, after the auction, we saw such a sharp drop. Is this gonna be, how much is this sharp drop from here? Over 1.5%. It is trillions of dollars over here. So those trillions of dollars took the markets, and right now, based on our pattern, someone is just wrote in my comments, hey, where the market is, while the market was over here, right? So for me, it wasn't no clear action on the S&P 500 where it was going, because I told him, hey, listen, I don't know where is market going. I'm not a market wizard over here. I see and I take information live. With this information, I trade. So based on this, what's happened, we rolled into it. We had some couple of longs over here. Then that's happened, right? And based on my pattern, we are in this parallel channel, right? So when we go to the 4 hourly time, we see clearly over here a gap. What does a gap mean? Gap is just like a price magnet. Price like to take those gaps. And we have over here a gap. Let me write it, gap. So we have a gap and a little bit lower. So price likes to take those gaps. It's like a price magnet. Right now we have already confirmed we are in a channel going higher highs. Let's go to Heikenaishi candle. Heikenaishi candles, this helps to make it more clear the trend, right? I like to use it when it is in trends. So we are in the in the upside parallel channel, and of course there is always gonna be something like this. It's gonna break out of the channel trap. All those shorts gonna do something like this again, and going lower. But you know what? That is more traps, and it's gonna just rip and this pattern is gonna happen, right? So basically say it is if this pattern happens, so we as a traders, we want to see different setups going on. So it could be something this breaking out, going a little bit lower, touching the VWAP, and then ripping. So why I believe this is you need to understand where are traders, right? Institutional traders who have millions of dollars and billions of dollars, they cannot fill their orders very quickly, so they need to trap people to make the image something is gonna go happen, the market makers. So in our case, we want to see a reaction over here. Okay, and even to be honest, when we see this reaction, let me make it low, we're gonna see something like this. And if we saw another leg up, okay, 1, 2, 3 for the upside, and then to that find that parallel channel, then go 1, 2 over here onto the upside. So what I'm doing over here to trying to predict the pattern of the market, right? We want to predict the pattern of the market, how the market is going to behave. Over here, we can see clearly is it trending. Then it's going to go to the downsides of that channel. If the channel were like something like this, right? If we saw it, I draw another new channel, right? It's going to be something like this. So I draw it too big. So basically say it is going to be a parallel channel, look for that parallel channel, look for the patterns. So what we're gonna do is we are not gonna overcomplicate all this information, but these traps happen. So be aware of those traps. And 60% plus of the markets go sideways. In those sideways markets, we want to be able to trade. Right now, we are clearly in an uptrend market on S&P 500. If you don't see this, you are then blind. And we have 23 pumpies. It's just crazy. And all those markets, we made a lot of money over there. So if you have been watching me in the last week alone, I have made 99% return on this stock called Matador Technologies Inc. Matador Technology Inc. is owned by a guy called Mark Morse. And this guy is an influencer and very strongly pro crypto, especially Bitcoin. This company, his company is similar to MicroStrategy, holding Bitcoin. And this is very interesting in terms right now we are going higher. We have predicted it, first of all, to give me the credit also for that. We have predicted this correction of how much, and it was like 44%. I was like, okay, the price was upstairs. I was like, wait for the correction as the value area high, POC. What are those value area high, lows, and POC? So basically say those are level where the most trades happens. The majority of trades happen between specific levels, right? So if there is an example, okay, a Tesla car costs, for example, 100K. Let's say 100K. If it comes down to 60K, everyone gonna buy it, right? Everyone gonna be interested in. If it's above 100K, less people gonna interested in. So basically say when the price reaches a specific level, such as value area high, where the most trades happen, or point of control also. And when you see such a way, or we call it a P-shape profile, this is volume range profile. When you see a P-shaped profile, let me draw it for you. Over here, we have our value area high. Then we have our POC, then value area low. So this is going to be a P-shaped volume range. And when it's a P-shaped volume range and it's broke out, you want to get this retest as this is bullish and enter your position over here and compound it, right? I couldn't compound. I didn't have access. So when I'm not home, majority I don't have access to my broker, and because of security reasons, and I don't want to overtrade. So the more you spend time on the charts, the more trades you're gonna take. The more trades you're gonna take, the more mistakes you're gonna make. So sometimes in less is better than much. For example, finding the right position is the best. So over here we have some people say it's gonna go up to $15-20, which is very crazy if you have $15-20 on this coin. Sorry, this is not a coin, it's a stock. So that's being said, let's go to SPY because we didn't finish on SPY what someone wanna say. So let's go to the 20-minute, for example. On the 20 minutes, we clearly see, let's go to volume candles and remove all this playbacks. So if it's gonna happen, if I see, first of all, such a movement to the downside back to here, then I will be interested in a long again, no matter what it is, right? I'm gonna be interested in a longs again. That's being said, also in this corrective way, I see this position happening. So I see a potential downsides as we have drawn it a couple days ago, or I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I have drawn this correction, and the correction is happening. I think it's gonna take the gap, right, and then bounce and even go out of the parallel channel to trap more short traders. So we as a trader, we want to grab this. Right now is 15 minutes before the market closes, so I wouldn't take any trades 15 minutes. The market before market closes, always price is gonna push, right? Look at this. When we go to the 1 minute, this is $100,000 advice is always before the market close 15 minutes. We're gonna mark this over here. Okay, we are clearly moving into this channel downsides. Okay, 1 2 3 is gonna pump. Okay, let me show you over here. Down over here, 1 2 3. We are clearly moving down. 1 2 3 is gonna be something like this, and move to the upside, right? This is always gonna be something like this. And in the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes of the markets happens because all those trades going out of the markets, all those volume and stuff going is this low volume area. So it is very easily to be price changing. So if the price on the chart changes, doesn't mean people are expecting this price or accepting to be accepting the price. This means there is two scenario over here. One, if the price moves, people are really behind it. Or scenario two, there is no volume and someone is asked, hey, do you have a Tesla car for 60? Then he goes again, do you have a Tesla car for 80? Then he goes again, do you have a Tesla car for 100? Nobody answers. Do you have a Tesla car for 120K? And the seller starts saying, yeah, I have a Tesla for 120 car, and it moves just 20K, right? There's going to be 20% movement. And in such a way, you understand, okay, price changes doesn't mean the volume is behind it. So let's see what's going to happen over here 15 minutes before market closes. We're going to come back to the S&P 500. So the next thing is we're going to go into my journey. So a couple of trades on my radar. Let's watch a couple of trades on my radars. Those alerts going on. Let's check out alerts going on. S&P 500, majority S&P 500. Let's go to Reddit. We have a couple of stuff on Reddit. Yeah, Reddit was expected to move down because why I was expecting Reddit to move down. Let me show it. So we were clearly in this parallel channel, right? And I was seeing it very clearly. So over here we have this, and let's add the alpha liquidity pro divergence, my own indicator. So over here we see a lot of limit orders happening. Those limit orders happening over here, and we see it clearly was red, right? Red means people are willing to sell, more sells orders going into the market than buys. So let's go in here. We were in this parallel channel, but if you go to the lower time frame, so where was it? Yeah, I think was it here? Was seeing a triangle. Doesn't matter. So what I was seeing is this over here. We can see it clearly. Okay, red, first of all, a lot of limit orders over here. We can see it. The white over here, those are, okay, let me write it for you. And let's me remove the background and put the text white equals FFG, fair value gaps, or single print, or imbalances, different names for that. So let's go back over here. In a second, I'm gonna check the charts. Over here, we have the limit orders. Limit orders. I'm gonna put it in brackets, sellers. So people are selling. So two things. We have a gap to the downsides. Okay, you know why it's a gap. So over here, we see people selling at the peak. Okay, it's gonna be here. After that, let's check what's happening. Okay, we break out. Okay, let's go to the 4 hourly. So yeah, exactly. You see on the 4 hourly we got the signal because I was looking for this signal, the hidden divergence signal, which I have coded, right? You can use different stuff in search in terms like I'm using moving averages and stuff also to make the signal more enhanced. For example, filtering it based on the 200 EMA uh, more. So what is doing this indicator alpha liquidity is my indicator looking at the volume and price action, nothing else, just looking at the volume and price action. Based on the volume delta of each candle, then I know how the candlestick itself, its position. So that's being said, we have a signal over here, gonna mark it also orange. So at the top, we are at the top, nothing happening, but a little bit later, okay, so a little bit later, we got the signal. And beside the signal, I can see clearly also we are making lower lows and the alpha divergence probe, or let's call it the liquidity indicator for simplified way, right? I can see clearly over here we're going lower and making lower lows while we making higher highs. So we see a clear divergence over there, similar to RSI. So, but RSI a little bit lagging, right? And when it's coming to education, I'm gonna give you a couple of information also later on. That's being said, I'm rated that's what's expected. Yeah, and then you're gonna take a line over here in the middle of your channel and take that line and put it over here based on the breakout, so you know, okay, approximately where it's gonna be, also based on the market structure, right? So over here, if we broke it, if we went below this, okay, then we have completely a shift of market structure. So we right now till over here, till here, everything is still bullish, right? And if we didn't break it, it's gonna be bullish. So I would be considering taking a position over here. I'm gonna make my stop loss a little bit wider because I fear if it's broke below it, if it very fast, if it broke below it very fast, okay, we broke below it, it's gonna be not a pullback instantly, but all those buyers gonna turn into sellers. So it's gonna be something like this and pump. So this is all those on the left sides, all those buyers gonna turns into sellers. And when this happens, we want to compound our position. So let's go over here and write down compound position. And sorry, I'm a little bit sick. And you can see also on my screen where you can get a professional guidance. to understand the market for free. It's just scan the QR code and get your professional guidance why most majority of retail traders fails, right? So let's go over here. Let's go. So right now we know, okay, it's gonna be over there, trap traders. We're gonna target upstairs. It's gonna be a new wave. This new wave, we're gonna use the Fibonacci extensions to figure out where we wanna go. Based on those Fibonacci extensions, for example, we are in such a movement, right? And I'm gonna use the Fibonacci trends. And the Fibonacci trends gonna tell me, okay, over here the 1.618 is a pretty lovely place. Okay, majority of traders likes to go, and also our partial take profits first. Partial take profit should be over here at the resistance of the parallel channel, and then going upstairs to the 101 level of the Fibonacci trend, then going upstairs to the 1.16, then going upstairs, I'm gonna take my profit a little bit early over here in the middle of all those limit orders, right? Who knows? It could be we don't get filled, but I will leave it like this, right? So let me delete all this stuff. So right now we understand, okay, when we see the alpha liquidity divergence, the liquidity indicator on my chart, then we know, okay, we need to take care of it. So that's being said, limit order over here, put the alerts. So what I do, I put my alert. So when I put my alerts, I go to the 30 minutes because on the 4 hourly is the alerts also being taken, and the business of trading view is also to pay for the subscription rights. There are now is it like when you put an alert on the 4 hourly is going to be triggered earlier than you think. When you put it on the 30 minutes and the 50 minutes, the candles of the 30 minute and 50 minute decided. So we have this on Reddit. Reddit analysis have done. Let's go into something very interesting, right? I'm not pretty sure. The journey of traders. So pretty wide. Let's make this. Let's make this, for example, like this. And let's lock it. Let's make it more visible. So you as a trader, right? Somewhere, let me tell you how my trading started. So first of all, in my trading, I was like thinking about the Lambos, all those day traders, and how they drive those cars, Bugattis, and all those different cars, right? All those Bugattis and stuff here. Here is a visualization. So I was thinking about all those Lambos and stuff. I want to become rich and independent, free. Okay, rich and independent. So that was the start. So my motivation, basically said motivation itself was becoming rich, right? Motivation. So my motivation was to become rich and filthy rich in terms like I don't need to think about other jobs, other stuff, right? Help family and support your own family and more. So that was the starting of the trading. So my journey started as becoming rich. What I did, I went to Google and started typing like a newbie, an unconscious trader, how to trade. Literally, I Google how to trade. Okay, after me Googling how to trade, I came on of different areas. I think it was one thing. It was IG Academy, and IG Academy. So that is a broker, and I'm gonna tell you now why this is was a major red flag. Why a broker teaching shouldn't you take lessons from any brokers or any other persons who are trying to earn through your volume? What do you buy? The commission, right? They earn through your commission. So I came on how to trade, then I figured out IG Academy, and from there I figured out different passes, right? Technical, and beside those technical, let's make it yellow. And I was like, okay, technical and fundamentals, those key subjects, right? Is it those were the key subjects which I encountered. And the one other thing was investing, right? It was talking a lot about investing and so on. So my interest began there. And I figured out there is technicals, fundamentals, and more. And they were talking about investing, especially ETF or other stuff, right? But how does the broker earn from your money, right? How does broker earn money? So there is key three aspect how a broker earn money, right? Let's make it like this. Broker earns money through you buying commission. Broker earns money through turnover, lending you money. Okay, lending money. And how does also broker earns? They are also sometimes the market makers, right? Those brokers are sometimes market makers. They also earn through different types: commission, lending your money, and spread. So what is spread? Basically, spread is between the price. Is asked for asset. For example, let's take Tesla cars again. This is the price of Tesla. You're asking for 100K, okay? And the broker sells you for $101,000 the car. He made instantly 1K, or he bought it at 99 and sold it to you at 100, right? This is called spread, the difference between what you ask for it and what you get, the bid and the ask difference. So that's being said, let's go deeper. And one key major conflict, okay, of interest which is happening over here is called a conflict of interest. So when a broker tells you and give you education, okay, free education, so no one is kind in this world in such a way, especially in the financial world. So they are not your friends, understand this. Brokers are not your friends. Either they are in only one way, they are your friends when you are pretty rich and you are powerful and have ton of money and you can just spend it out. You can ask them for discounts, right, on your own tradings. And the whole trading you do, if you're trading in billions, if you're trading in 100 millions, you can ask for discounted commissions and even entering your position before other people. So those free education which you brokers gave you, as it basically say, it's not free. They are training you to do all the stuff. Spread, commission, right? They are training you to do all the stuff. All the stuff which is training you. What do I mean how they train you? Basically said, imagine this. They train you to trade frequently, okay, and with size, and you should be wrong. And they make money, you should be wrong. So when you're right, you're making more money, you will trade less, right? They earn less through commission, spreads, and lending you money, right? If you have more money, okay, then they are unhappy with you, right? They want from you to trade often and wrongly, and with huge sizes. So they earn through your commissions, through lending you money, through the spade market making, and more. So this is called conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. So each broker has their own interest. When you go to the GTC terms and of conditions, policies, and more, you will always realize there is a condition, one condition which is stating that you gonna lose money no matter what is gonna happen. They will always act in their own interest, right? They will act in their own interest in terms like if they're gonna teach you something, they're gonna do it for their own interest. That's the reasons. So conflict of interest, I gotta make it kind of make it even red. Okay, it has conflict of interest. All those brokers, I'm gonna put here broker, have conflict of interest. All those brokers have conflict of interest. So my motivation over here, motivation, conflict of interest, okay. And also one motivation is was family, right? So I'm gonna put a picture of family over here also so we understand what's going on. Lambo, happy family, supporting house. So very simple necessity in life, right? Having a Lambo and happy family. This was pretty simple and okay. Let's see, a little bit the PC is lagging, but before that, let's check the streams. Is everything in the streams going well? So the stream is going well. The stream going very well over here. So let's delete one. And over here we have the house, we have the Lampo, we have the happy family, end of the story. So from here, the technical and the fundamental, then you learn technical and fundamental from the academy, okay? And you realize, okay, it's not working. It's not working. You learn all from different sources, academy, and different sources. You go Google, you go YouTube, you learn from brokers, YouTubers, etc. So, and this is not working, right? So let's make this bigger. So it's just not working. Why I'm not winning, right? It is not working. Gonna mark it red. Or let's mark it another color, blue. It's not working. So what you realize, YouTubers also are charlatan educators. Okay. The funny irony is myself, I'm on YouTube, right? So there's a couple of good YouTubers also out there, right? It's not everyone is bad person and trying to scam you. But let me tell you how all those YouTubers earn, right? A YouTuber comes to you and tell you, hey, John, I'm gonna give you this free course. Go to my broker. If you are in crypto, go to Bybit. Go to Bybit. Go to Interactive Broker. Okay, broker, or let's call it IBR, Interactive Broker. I think this is IBR or IBK. It doesn't matter. This is Interactive Broker, Binance, KuCoin, eToro. Go there and trade, right? So this is a major red flag also. They're gonna tell you go to those brokers. Brokers gonna give you an IB contract. So a broker contract. So they're gonna tell you, hey, to the YouTuber, gonna tell the YouTuber, each person you bring us, we will give you money plus everything they trade and lose on our platform on our platform, you will get part of that too. So we know right now, okay, all those YouTubers, they are not your friend. So that's being said, okay, it should already give you the warning signal, right? It is like it should give you the warning signal. All those YouTubers earn through this affiliate, okay? Let's put upstairs affiliate marketing. They don't earn through trading, they earn through affiliate marketing. And some of those YouTubers are pretty big and they will show you pretty fancy numbers, right? High return on investment. How they get you is just like, okay, how does YouTubers gets you? It is very simple. They hook you on all these shiny objects, right? Cars, trying to hook you with your dreams. They understand quite very well what your fears are, what your dreams are, and they will show you even how to get their own platform. They have also with prop companies affiliate marketing. You bring people to us and the prop company gonna tell them, hey, I gonna provide you with this account and this account is gonna increase. Is you are not trading, but we're gonna show it is like having money and this is profitable. And that way you can get us more people to our platform. So there is ton of way how they scam you. So be careful about those YouTuber. Ask yourself, is I think let's go to my LinkedIn because I did a couple of stuff over there about this subject. For example, today, okay, I'm going live, but for example, if your system didn't tell you to trade, how to deal with overtrading, and how to understand the game right, how to have unity bias, and how each psychologically each trade train your minds, and which 10 red flags fake traders have, right? Let's go through it, right? So let me close all this over here. So first of all, what do we have over here? It is the track record. Is it too good to be true? Every year, triple digit returns, 300s, no drawdowns. Okay. The equity curves is basically said is looking like this. Okay. Can I draw over here? I think so. The equity curves. Okay. If we have over here a chart, right? The equity curve looks like this, straight up. Okay, with no volatility in it. The P&L curve. My P&L curve looks like this. I'm trying to hold those drawdowns minimized as possible, right? Okay, this last part wasn't necessary, but you get me, right? This is like something like this, right? This is looking like this, the legit one. The first one is more, let's call this time, money, and P&L. We have over here P&L, right? The real one is it like a wave with more drawdowns in it. The second one is like clear line which is going upstairs, right? So the clear line is it is the fake one because you cannot have drawdowns and have such returns, right? It says you cannot predict market in such ways. You're gonna have drawdowns. It is impossible. So let's go back to our system. So they don't show you the whole thing. The things that's the second thing is all is back tested, never live. They have shown you it's just like how is this back tested? It's working, making 5k a month, 10k a month, or 10k a day, but they never show you live how it is being done, which is quite frustrating, right? What's different with me, all my trades are trading view, and also I call it before I enter the trade in my Telegram. So hey, I'm thinking about Matador, right? The Matador trade over here. I called it. I was like, hey people, I'm thinking about this correction, posted it in my LinkedIn, posted it on my Telegram. I'm thinking about this position. Matador was here. I was like, correction gonna happen, then I'm gonna enter. Exactly, I was like even talking in my Telegram, I'm gonna enter aggressive trades over here. So yeah, that was an aggressive trade and I entered over there. So that's being said, transparency is very key when it's coming to educators, right? All those charlatan educators, fake gurus, right? Fake fame, fast tracked, 40k followers overnight, one liked, zero replies, legit. So you're gonna see on Twitter, or nowadays called X, many people suddenly got those many followers. Even in those Telegram groups, they have 400k followers and 100, 400 reviews and views on the channel. But at the end of the day, they are scammers and trying to scam you in such a way. If you are new to the game, you will not see that because you are a good person. Myself, I didn't see that too. I fall into those traps of the fake gurus, right? So one key thing is, okay, the trap of fake gurus. Gurus. So yeah, that's being said, the trap of the fake gurus, right? All those numbers, all those stuff's going on, but no one is telling you how to get there, right? There's no legit. It's gonna show you a couple of indicators. Those fake gurus, one indicator to the moon. So they're gonna show you one indicator to the moon. Or I can remember back in the day 2018, it was the super trend indicator. The super trend indicator or the market cipher B, all this and that's you don't need anything else, right? And that's very lie. It says you need the market psychology, you need the fundamentals, you need the technical, you need journaling, you need the discipline, you need to wake up, you need to activate, and all those steps which is happening in the background, you need the macro news, you need the news itself. So all this stuff happening in the background, no one is tells you, right? They are just only buy my indicator and then you're gonna be profitable. When you buy their indicators, they're gonna tell you, okay, you didn't understand the markets right. Buy my course right now. When you buy the course, hey, we are doing live trading. You should go into my live trading session. And you're out a couple of thousands plus the all losses you had, right? And plus the losses you are out of couple of thousand, which is pretty painful. And at the end of 1 or 2 years or 3 years of trading, you ask yourself why I'm not profitable yet. I have tried my best. I watched all those YouTubers, all those gurus. I didn't understand why I'm not profitable because you are missing those YouTubers. Could be fake gurus. Not all of them are good person. Or you brokers, you're learning from brokers which have conflict of interest, which the system is missed, right? And technical analysis, the majority of them shows you pattern, shows you pattern. So technical analysis is not only about pattern. Patterns are important. When you look at the history, in the patterns you will see market rhymes, but doesn't repeat itself, right? So when we go over here, I was seeing this pattern, but when it's coming to trading, all they showed me is was those pattern. Let's go for example. Let's go from a company which is famous. Stocks. Let's go to stocks and see Tesla. Right. Tesla. Let's remove all drawings. So on Tesla we have this, right? And let's make this. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart. On the 4-hourly charts, they were like, okay, I can remember it in 2018. Also, it was like this guy on the crypto. He was like, okay, we have this information. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Okay, and that's why it's going down. Okay, and sometimes this information happens always, right? Is he was like, look at here. We have another information. That's why the market's gonna go down. Look at here. The market's going sideways. We gotta go higher. And he was like talking about those patterns and the support resistance level, right? Support and resistance levels are important, but to find the right support resistance levels are much more important. Where are those support resistance levels? Either you do the volume profile range, the value area low over here. Okay, this is one support. And over here, those are two supports. The value area high, the POC also. Those are two supports over here. Those two supports are important, but other ways to find supports, you go to the weekly chart. Okay, on the weekly charts, you put the candlestick or the volume candles and you choose over here this level. For example, this is gonna be a level which is price if comes to here. Okay, it's gonna bounce, and this is gonna be your entry, and your entry is gonna be something like this. Okay, not with that stop loss, it's gonna be ridiculous, but something like this, right? 1 to 5 is pretty good trade, right? When you see something like this, okay, you're gonna enter it based on this, and also you're gonna put the VWAP, okay, the VWAP is gonna tell you also where the supports are. Before it's come that low, the VWAP, the institutions, the volume weighted average price, institution when price comes down. Okay, institutional orders like to feel around this because it's automated all the brokers, right? By the brokers, they can choose when they execute orders, they can choose limit order, okay, executed by the VWAP or auto order VWAP, volume weighted average price, right? So majority of them choose VWAP, where majority of trades also likely to happen. So that's being said, this also could be something like this, right? Upstairs. All this information is important. Why I'm telling you, now we're gonna add the shows pattern, YouTuber shows pattern. Okay, that's how truly is working. Okay, true technicals. What are true technicals about? So let's understand. Many of investor Warren Buffett and more from university and the background of education, they don't believe in technicals in such ways, right? They could be also using the ATR, the average true range, right? Or other stuff. Is this not that bad? But I personally, there is ton of stuff to technicals. One of them, understanding volume, is very important. Understand the price volume. Where are the volumes? Okay. And the price action. Those two things are the most important. Let's make it bigger, the text. And price action. Price action. So over here, we have volume and price action. Those are the key true things about trading. Volume and price actions. That's is you don't need more. If you understand the volume, you're gonna understand the supply demand zones. You're gonna understand the action when you see price action. Is this the patterns which is market give you? It could be also known under ICT and all other information, which is not bad. Or the market change characters and so on, which is also I think is important when you're coming to understand the market. All this information are important indicators, fundamentals, and more. But one thing we are missing over here, the fundamentals. When coming to fundamentals, they were like, okay, what's our fundamentals? Okay, how companies valued, how company are valued, right? Based on metrics. So how companies are valued based, okay, on metrics. Okay, which metrics we talking about? Is there is different metrics. There is ton of valuation metrics. There is revenue, there is debt, revenue, there is PE, price earnings share, price to earnings ratio. There is when you we can just do a live right now, right? When you go to Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Finance. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and break it down. So what's going on? Yahoo Finance, let's break it down. Let's go to Apple Inc. That Tim Cook, after Steve Jobs died, Tim Cook took over Apple. So what we see over here when you go to financial, okay, all those are important information for reviewing the fundamentals, right? What's happening in the behind the curtains. So when you go over here to the summary section, okay, you're gonna always see the beta, the volatility of the stock in comparison to the indices such as S&P 500. In such case, this means it is more volatile than S&P 500. The PE ratio, The price earning ratio is 31. There, each industry have like average PE ratio, right? In tech industry, it should be like around 25, which is not such way overvalued, right? It's still earning price share, right? Earning to price share. We have forward dividend yields. Dividend yields is also important. Revenue, we saw revenue over here. Then let's go to the financials. We saw the revenue over here. Then operating expenses, how much does it cost them to operate the company? Then taxes, how much of this taxes? And down below also tax rate calculated, earning before EPIDIA, earning before interest, taxes, and depreciation, and the net income, how much money they really made. Or where was it? Interest. There is no interest and income. Okay, this is how much they earned really. So there is different ways. So let's go back to gurus, right? The gurus, this was they cannot handle criticism, block or delete or deflect. So I was asking the day traders on LinkedIn recently. I was like, okay, how do you know they trapped you? How did you figure out why you stop? His stop was triggered. He posted that triggered, and he was talking about, okay, it was anticipated and some more. I was like, how did you know? Tell me more. I want to understand how did you figure out this was anticipated. Despite that, you voluntarily entered the trade so your stop loss can be triggered. So it doesn't make sense any. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So it doesn't make sense anyways, right? They cannot handle this criticism, and he deleted me and he reported me to LinkedIn. So it was quite interesting interaction. It was just polite, simple ask question. How did you figure out that your stop gonna be hit, and why did you enter the position if you already know your stop's gonna be hit? Okay, delayed or vanished results. This is one very important. Okay, hey everyone, I am in this trade. 2 days later, I'm at 200% profit. Hopefully everyone took the trades. They're even gonna call it different ways. The market can go this way is this or this way. And 2 days later, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, I took this direction from nowhere." Majority we work with probability. Okay, at the end of the day, I say, okay, this scenario is more probable, and I think I'm gonna do it like this if this X, Y, and Z happen. But they are telling you, okay, either go up or down, and 2 days later they tell you, okay, I have 200% profits from nowhere. Always anonymous. They are no name, no address, no real ID. They have synonymous as they have also other names in the markets, and they use the celebrity name, right? So don't want to show their real name, and also their lifestyle. Yeah, all those Lambo mansion jets, real trades don't need props. Humility equals signal. Flash is equals noise. So when you see humility in a person, you know it is signals. The majority of good traders on YouTube, they don't have so many followers, and the majority of entertainers, they have majority of followers, and majority of people believe they are good, and you will make money working with them, right? But it's not true. Trust your guts. Ask yourself critical question: who is this person? Where is his information coming from? And how many trades he have taken? Does he trades worked? Can I track these trades? How does his P&L curve look like? All this information I posted on my Telegram or LinkedIn or my Trading View, all for free. All my trades is almost all for free, but I don't post my active risk management positions, which is takes me a lot of time, and for that reason I'm not posting actively, okay, I entered this trade, I exited, and why exited. So I'm not actively managing that right now. Maybe at later points I will do so. So let's check actively managing that right now. Maybe at later. So let's go deeper into our sheet on PE ratio, revenue, PE ratio, EPS, earning per share, and dividend. That's being said, those are the fundamentals, right, which you look for. But there is ton of fundamentals, but no one tells you. My favorite fundamentals, if you ask me, is the debt price, the debt ratio. Okay, revenue. Instead of revenue, I like forward earning per share or PE ratio in such a case. And I like also income. So I know how much they can grow into the future, right? And yeah, a market capitalization, MC, market capitalization. Those are a couple of in indices, which is tells me, okay, while I'm looking at this company, is overvalued, undervalued, price to sell ratios. Also, all those information is helps you to understand the market much better, right? That being said, let's go deeper over here a little bit. One final message I want to give you, okay, for today before we close all this stuff and go into the trades on my radar. I'm gonna give you my message, okay? My message is for you. One, okay? Understand from who are you learning, okay? The second message for you, understand how the market is earning its money. Which business does the market has, how the trading business work, all those commissions, fees, structures, understand all those different structures in the markets. That's being said, the third thing is YouTubers not equal trader. So doesn't mean if someone is publishing videos, he is a trader, right? And doesn't mean each trader is a YouTuber. So you need to understand the difference between a trader and a YouTuber. There is an entertainer who is like entertaining you whole time and earning his money through that and then investing. And the fourth thing is the bonus. Okay, here is the bonus for you. You need to understand which type of trader. Okay, let's make it short over here. Which type of trader are you? Are you more day trader? Okay, if you're starting new, which the mistake was, I was trying to learn all the swing traders and investing. My personal recommendation, which I would have given through my lesson, which I have learned, start with investing, start small, understand, make your feet wet, and understand how the market's working, understand all those different structures. You're gonna earn a little bit money. Go away if you have a discipline and go away from all those charlatan educators with 10Ks and 100% plus and more. As is, what's very important is to understand how the market is working. The second is understand how you can invest and where you can invest. Understand the difference between the day traders, the swing traders, and all those timing. If you don't know and you don't know how to figure it out, I am here to help you. All my videos gonna be free. If you need more extra attention to your exact problem, I give mentorships which we go into this specific problems of understanding the markets, understanding how everything is working, understanding how to have a system which is repeatable and be consistent conscious trader. Conscious trader is very important. So let's go deeper to the couple of stuff we have on my radar. So going to my profile, in my profile section, sadly I was trying to make this script public, but it got hidden, so I need to republish it again, and soon enough you will have access to the script, the Alpha Liquidity Divergence Plus and Pro. So I have XRP, Wi-Fi, Uniswap, Neo, USDT, Korea Energy Electric, Access, and the SPY from the last time, and my shorts and the BTC, which is got wrecked. So first of all, over here, I'm looking for higher highs. Okay, but before that, I'm looking for a $2 zones a buy. We have a triangle shapes, and we have some nice potential on spot selling, which is could get there for XRP. And second of all, Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi I am already in the long because we have down there the VWAP and other confluences, my liquidity indicators and the spot buying and all those open interest on it. So I'm taking it to 27K. If that happens, it's gonna be great. If not, it's also great because I have my compound level at 5364. No, 5131. This is gonna be my compound level. And at this level I will be compounding, right? So uni is this I posted all this today. I'm looking for higher prices. If it's happened, I'm gonna compound because we have this viewer which is turning to a shape which could continue lower, and we are right now into resistance, right? The neo the same. I'm looking for lower prices. If it comes down, it's great. If not, it's great too. Electric Korea Electric, which is quite interesting. I was gonna take a long over here. The value area high, which I'm not yet in it, but I was sure it's gonna go higher. And if it goes higher, it's great. At the first partial take profits, gonna take 50% and then let the rest run, right? And X USDT, which is a gamified to play to earn. Was looking for lower prices, and when this happens, I'm gonna enter it. And as overall, we are looking for lower prices. It's going lower and lower, right? One day, I think I was remembering back in the day 2019 or 20, I don't remember. It was around 80 or 70, right? That's being said, we're gonna go into other thing, which is the SPY. Look at here. So the SPY, I was posting it over here, live post. Okay, I was like, okay, gonna consolidate. If we did W formation out there, then it's gonna go higher, but we didn't. And right now we broke the resistance levels, we broke everything, and going for the lowest. So BTC, I got wrecked on BTC. BTC is just crazy moving, making new highs, and surprising. BTC is just surprising, despite that the altcoin market is not moving. We are right now at the end. If you have enjoyed this live stream, give it like, give it comment, and share it with someone who is stuck in the signal, in the noise, being scammed by all those charlatan educators and YouTube and everywhere. Follow me on LinkedIn, okay, Trade Simple with Mo, and X. Download the PDF below to help you understand the markets, how they how to become more conscious traders, and my 4-step system, how I use it all for that for free. Join my Telegram also for free. Understand how I enter, when I enter, why I think live, and post it on Telegram. And everyone, thank you for being here, and I wish you a great day and enjoy the race.